So, I've been playing DMZ for over 150 hours now, and I can safely say that this is some of the most fun I've had with a COD game in a really long time. This mode is a breath of fresh air for the franchise, and even with its slower playstyle can still provide some of the most immersive and satisfying PvP moments. But in order for this mode to survive and evolve, some changes really need to happen. And in today's video I want to give you my top 5 changes that I feel will make DMZ a much better and refined experience. As always, drop a like and a comment for the mighty algorithm and subscribe for more content. Your support lately has been just absolutely amazing, so let's just keep this going. So with that out of the way, let's get it. First off, we have AI or bots. In the past month since DMZ released, AIs have been an absolute struggle. One patch they're way too weak and boring, the next patch they are like on aimbot level that will instantly shoot you from 100 meters away. I can't even tell you how many times I've been ruined by AI just by simply running around not even engaging with them. It is really just ridiculous right now, especially for a solo player. Really populated areas like Observatory that also have the level 3 bots, it's almost certain death for solo players, especially if you don't have that 3-plate vest. So in order to fix this, I feel like the range where you can be spotted by AI should be a bit reduced, and also the amount of AIs on the map should also be reduced. The lethality, I get it, but for level 3 bots some more adjustments in that area needs to be made. As well as I feel the amount of bullets needed to kill a level 3 bots, it's a bit ridiculous right now, so maybe 1 or 2 less bullets would be just absolutely perfect. I know AIs are a pretty huge part of DMZ and I definitely don't want them to go, but some tweaks need to be made in order to have a more smoother experience. I know they try to make changes with each season and patch, but sometimes you feel like they break more stuff than they actually fix. Next up we have content. And yes, I know we have a ton of missions right now that we can complete, and that's fine, but in terms of actual content, the game doesn't really offer much anymore. Contraband weapons you get for doing missions will be in your inventory just once, and if you lose it, that's it. I would really love to see some more events each game like the Chemist, where you can kill it each match and take his weapon in your stash as many times as you like, and more commanders will be absolutely awesome that drop secret rewards. The 7 rewards for the Juggernaut, for example, it's really cool, but players did that in the first week of DMZ. This content needs to be updated at least each season with new rewards, so players will attempt this mission all the time instead of going for the weapon case just to bait other players. And also missions, I feel like they need to be given a better purpose. But for some leaks, Season 3 will have a bigger impact on factions, so cannot wait to see what's going to actually happen. So what I would love to see is DMZ being focused more on contraband weapons and not the insured ones. More unique blueprints scattered around the map that you can always find, but of course in different location, not in the same place. That would be just absolutely amazing and would make the gameplay a bit more diversified. I feel like people just rely on their insured weapons a bit too much, and the contraband weapons are pretty much useless at this point right now. The third thing that really needs some work is the PvP. No matter how much I love PvP in DMZ, some changes need to be made. And yes, again, I know Season 3 will bring more changes for this, but PvP it's always gonna be a huge problem. Players just go for kills, and I get it, why wouldn't you? There's no reward for teaming up right now. Yes, sometimes they might help you complete a mission, but why risk it? Also 6-man squads really need to go, as it makes the game way too unbalanced. I can't even say how many times I took a hunt contract as a solo player just to be welcomed by a 6-man team. This is just absolutely brutal. I love the challenge, but this is just unfair. And also the hunt contract doesn't really belong in this mode. I feel like the advantage of attackers is just way too much and makes for another unfair play. So some changes definitely need to be made. You need to get some rewards for teaming up or helping other players, because just right now I don't really see the point. Why would I take someone else in my team, or why would I try to be friendly and lose everything by someone who doesn't even speak back? But yeah, as I said, Season 3 it's gonna make some changes, hopefully they are gonna be for the better, but PvP it's always gonna be a big part of the game, but I feel like they need to make some changes so that PvP is not gonna affect the gameplay as much as it does right now. But again, don't get me wrong, I don't want PvP to be gone. PvP is a huge part of the game, it's an extraction shooter at the end of the game. This is the challenge to survive other players and the AIs. So PvP it's always gonna be a huge part of DMZ, but right now it just needs some tweaks here and there to make it a bit more balanced. Next up, we have gameplay. Although the game is fun and plays nice, I would really love to see some more tactics involved in this. For example, I love the Ashika weapon case, where the Wilson will come for you if you get spotted by the cameras around you, so you have to destroy them in order to be more stealthy. More stuff like this should be on all maps. For example, you go on Al Mazrah for a really important mission in a really important place. That place should be surrounded with cameras that will give info to the AI bots to come look for you, or even sentry guns that can be hacked as you push. More things like this I feel will benefit the game on the long run and would make things even more interesting. I would really love to hear your ideas on this stuff, so definitely put them down in the comments below. I feel like tactics definitely need to have a huge part in this game, as it does in Tarkov. You can't just go blindly to go for teams or anything like that. You always need to be a bit more tactical. And lastly, I have to do a bit of criticism when it comes to performance. The game runs fine, but the crashes right now are just ridiculous. Losing all your gear to the dev error is just stupid. So some more changes in this area definitely need to happen. For example, if the game randomly crashes, your gear should stay intact, or maybe add a rejoin feature, although I know this could cause a lot more issues than benefits. But one thing is for sure, crashes ruin the fun for everyone, and I know they reduced them in the past patches, but it still happens, and I feel like it does in the most important moments. But yeah, like imagine doing a really hard mission where you have to extract with some really important data and you're almost there and your game crashes. I mean, that is just heartbreaking. Or working so much to get your insured weapons back and then the game just randomly crashes as soon as you load in. This stuff should not happen in a game like this, or even if it happens, there should be a system in place that will give your guns back or some rewards in case it happens. I know it's gonna be hard for the server to detect when it happens, but this definitely needs to be addressed. I know they're still working on performance and stuff like that, and I know this is a really hot topic for each game, but in a extraction shooter, stuff like this should not happen, or at least they should have some consequences. But yeah, these are my top 5 areas that I feel DMZ needs to improve in order to evolve. I know there's a lot more to cover, like cheating and stuff like that, but more updates are coming with Season 3. I cannot wait to see some of these cheaters gone. But I feel these are the most important right now. Season 3 is just around the corner, and from the leaks, it sounds pretty juicy, but we have to wait and see. Anyways, that's it about today's video. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, as always, like and subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments your thoughts. I'm really curious to see how you guys would love to change the game. DMZ definitely has a bright future, and I definitely don't want them to stop supporting this, as I feel like DMZ definitely took the place of Warzone. Warzone 2 is definitely not the game that everybody wanted, so DMZ it's a more casual and more fun experience right now for Call of Duty. But anyways, let me know in the comments all your thoughts. As I said, I cannot wait to hear them. And let me know what you think about Season 3. Are you excited? Are you not? I'm definitely a bit hyped about it, but we shall see how it turns out. Anyways, thank you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.